Welcome to Graphtopia, where we manage a mega factory. And as usual, we start and it starts to get dark. So we'll do a few checks, make sure everything's working fine since we're here last, and take it from there. First point of call, see if the plastic and rubber are okay. They have been for a while, but you just never know. Looks good, plastic on the belt, rubber on the belt, batteries going to the drain port. Look at this. This is a worry. I've got rockets on my roof. Why have I got rockets on my roof that disappear and appear for no reason? These are fireworks that were left over from Christmas. And look, there's one spinning around. And the reason is that when I connect out to the belt from the storage unit where these fireworks were stored to the sink, if ever I need to replenish the supply, as soon as these things appeared on the belt, they popped out of the roof. Yeah. You believe that? Here we are, fireworks. Look, sticking out of the roof. Well, actually, the one that's spinning is sticking out of the conveyor lift. As you can see, if I come over here, see that one spinning? That one is coming out of the top of the conveyor lift, and these four, the other four, are actually sitting on this belt, waiting to go through the smart splitter into the merger and go down the conveyor line to the sink. Now, if I let them go to the sink, they'll travel around here and they'll glide through the roof of the building all the way down, and just absolute moronic. So, get rid of that. See? They're gone. Get rid of that. Still there. So I have to get rid of the bottom part of the conveyor lift before that goes. Is that the story? Unbelievable. They're in the floor hole. I don't believe it. Fireworks. There's the conveyor lift. You can see the bottom of the fireworks there. Now it's gone. So it was actually sitting in the bottom of the conveyor lift, sticking out the top. Unbelievable. Well, I'll have to leave it like that. Bit stupid, but there you go. I guess Fixit never expected a firework to be on a conveyor belt. Oh, I'll leave the rest of it there. If I ever need to sync them, well, I'll just have to reconnect it. Actually, what I can do is I can put the top part there, the that'll just confuse the hell out of me when I come to do it, because I'll have forgotten I've done this. And I'll go, why aren't they coming up the conveyor lift? And suddenly realise that it's not connected at the bottom. Ah, well. What happened then? Was there an earthquake? Now, encased beams, rubber, assembly directory systems. No, not those. Automated wiring I was looking for. And I'm going in the wrong direction because the writing's on the other side. Need to go this way. Steel beams, blah 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 blah. Cooling systems, assembly systems, motors, circuit boards. Why are they facing that way and the other ones are facing the other way? Sometimes you get a bit disoriented when you're down here. And so some of them end up with riding on three sides. Eventually I'll have to connect it to all sides. No, E please, thank you. Because the only way to get down here is from this elevator, and that means you go up this direction. So, if this is biofuel, what I'd like to see is biofuel written on this side. That way I can read it. So where's assembly systems? Riddle me that, Batman. Didn't I come down here before? Oh, there they are. Assembly directory systems. I was then. I looked at them before. Now, don't want high-speed belts, which was a failing on my part when I first put them all together. I put Mark IVs all the way through. Realised I don't want to be getting rid of material at that speed. That speed's much better. So if I want to have these go down the belt to the awesome sink, I come to the splitter and I go straight ahead, anything please, and then I go. Now they're going on the belt fast there, but they're coming out here slow. I don't know if that helps or not. But if we go back down here, we've got batteries. These batteries are going to the sink, as you can see. And now we've got automated assembly systems on the belt as well. And they're going rather slowly, so that they speed up till they get to this and then they all pile up. So you can imagine the more things I sink, the slower this will get, which will be a good thing. So that's why this is all here. This is so I can sync anything that I have in storage below. And thus keep the factory running when I determine that something needs to start moving. The machinery has ceased production because everything's full. Anyway, I'll go down and watch all this going to the sink. See how it goes. A lot of these systems take a long time to make. It should say accelerator and sink, because this is where the main sink is for the factory. And you can see the batteries coming down here, going into here. We've got 22 coupons so far. And there goes the directory system now, so they're going in. That should speed up things a little bit. You see this increase. It was running at that level. Now it's gone up to here. P per minute, whatever P's are. Pods of P's. And that's decreasing, so we've got a few here we want to get rid of, but we can't put them in there. Pity, but anyway. Got a bit of this stuff to process. Go back and do that, and see how our assembly systems are working. I'll see how their quantity is depleting, whether that's loaded up the machinery or not. Where once they stood idle. As you can see, all my boxes are up here on the roof now, on the new roof. So I'm happy about that. I've got a summer slop here. Summer sloop. Got 73. Hard drives. Got 32. Are you envious yet? What I'm going to have to do is make some more colour cartridges, but I've got 50 in storage here, and I've got 47 here, so maybe I don't need any for a while. That's what you need when you're doing the floor panels, where you're putting the flooring down, the what do they call it? Patterns. When you're putting the patterns down, they use the colour cartridge. The different shapes. That I put in the utility level because there are so many conveyor belts. It's hard to get around unless you follow the markings on the floor. There you go. And we can check our power production on any hole, and it's the grey one. That's our the amount we're using, the amount we're generating, which is production. And if you have every machine in the factory working, that's the blue line, which we're above, and this is what we're actually consuming at the moment, just on 10,000 megawatts. So there you have it. A couple of things I need to put in the sink. Here's another avenue to the sink. It's here. Everything I put in here goes to the sink. Come on, go to the sink. I don't want to go to the sink. Mycelia I'll keep. That's about it. One of these. Taking up a whole bin for one. Bit of a waste. Get rid of, should I say, store the mycelia for future use. And fabric. I don't need no fabric. Fabric's used in my gas filter and my iodine infused filters for my gas mask. So we can pop that one in there just to free up a bin, and we'll store the wood over here for making a campfire sometime. All right, so let's go down now and find the machines making the assembly systems and see if they've burst into life. I'm not sure if they're on this one or the next one. Maybe they're the next one. We're gonna have to change this. This used to be where I would pick up things, and like where there were storage units and where I had to take stuff to put into storage units. That doesn't really gel anymore because everything goes upstairs now, although there is a storage unit here full of screws. But I really need to revise that list to put in what's being made here. Like for instance, this one here is making automated wiring. And this one here, I think it's the same. They're busy. Used to make motors here, but the motor machine is now gone. It used to live in there because there's motors here coming from the remote motor factory, and as you can see there is a lot of them, so I just plugged them in where they come here into this splitter, and they go that way and up this way, and I think they go out this way as well. Oh no, that's the case beams. Yeah, so the stators don't need to go to the motors anymore to make motors, so there's plenty of those. And they're actually coming from a stator factory over in the south, so it's going to be plenty of those, as you can see. Plenty of cable, plenty of stators. So they're being made. So where's the directory assemblies? We've got smart plating. It's only running at 50%. Taking the reinforced iron plate and the rotors and making the smart plating out of them. This rotor's coming up. All the basics are downstairs. So assembly systems are upstairs. Goodness knows where. See if I can locate them on the list. Assembly systems. So when I'm offline one day, I'll go through all the machinery here and update that list so it shows you what's being made here rather than what I needed to get from here. Now these things are making, what's that making? Oh, there we are, assembly directory systems. So we've got supercomputers and adaptive control units coming into this. Only put one in place because it doesn't make them very quickly, only making 3/4 of one a minute. And it, as is evidenced here, they're slowly being reduced because I'm sinking them. They're going upstairs to the level 6, which then transfers into the sink. So assuming I can do so, get the machine working better, I'll work, if I can work that up to one a minute. Sounds fair, doesn't it? Rather than 3/4. We'll make it 1 a minute and see how that goes. Oh, excuse me. Something's itching my nose. So on this level we're making those, and we're making supercomputers, and then sort of a cache here so that they can pile up while our belts were being made. But a lot of these storage units really could go. Do I need that many plus another one upstairs full as well? These are made over at the aluminium factory, and come over down that line there, come up and along and into here. Bit of a complicated run. They come out of there into here, into this manufacturer to make turbo motors. So instead of sinking the cooling systems, all we have to do is sink the turbo motors, and that will use up some of that supply there. And we've got plenty at the moment. What else have we got on this level? That's empty. But State is coming in here and making electromagnetic control rods. They're going straight through and up, out. They are used here in this manufacturer here to make magnetic field generators, but we've got heaps of those anyway, so they're probably going to the station where they are shipped over to the nuclear power station, because they're used in making uranium control rods. There we go, goes 2. And on another level there's more being made, so to satisfy that demand. Turbo motors, probably better to sink turbo motors than any of the things that go into making it. See how many things are needed to make a supercomputer. So if you're sink the turbo motors, all those will get used up as well. Won't use supercomputers, but anyway. The factory will liven up. Let's go and attend us some turbo motors. Now, where are the turbo motors? Batteries, I think I saw them down here. On the left, I think. Oh, no, on the right, there we are. Turbo motors. First of all, change that to level 1, Mark 1. Mark 1. Switch this on, and away they go. You see a whole bunch went through to start with because they're all accumulated in the smart splitter. So there they are, they're on the belt already. You see, if you don't follow the pattern, you just get caught up because look, see, trapped here. Can't get over it, can't get under it. So if you don't follow the lines, you just can't get out. Come the turbo motors. They look like petrol engine motors, don't they? Why are all these piling up? Where are the batteries? Have we run out of batteries? That'd be fun. Oh, we have too. That's cool. Give the drone something to do. So turn that off for a while. See what I did? Yes. They're slowing down. I wonder why they're so slow now. Uh-oh. My frame rate's dropped. It always does at the beginning of the stream. A few minutes in, the frame rate drops. It's like the system's getting used to me. It could be just getting warm in here. Actually, I want to go down, don't I? See, it doesn't take long for stocks to get depleted. That's my worry. Batteries. Full. So why have we got no batteries coming up? battery's empty. There you go. And here's our thermal rockets. Oh, earthquake. Assembly directory systems. Still got plenty. And what else were we thinking? Oh, the turbo motors. Where were the turbo motors? They were on this side, weren't they? There they are. No effect yet. I've got 5 of them in here when I took the belt away. Now, why one of these is full and one is empty? Because there's a splitter that goes to these, I think it goes to 3 or 2. Not sure if there's one in the middle there, maybe not. So if you empty one, the other one won't empty. This is all experimenting, of course. No prior knowledge of what would happen if I do this sort of thing. Now this is where the batteries come in, and as you can see, there's no batteries. Now this thing here should have batteries in it, but it's empty too, because I've emptied all those. And so there's basically no batteries going through here, although there's some on the belt. For that drone, and some on the belt for that drone. There's rubber waiting to go over to the aluminium factory, and the drone won't come here. This is the trouble with drones. You give them 2 jobs, bring one thing over, take something back, and they just don't like it. Now we've got 2 drones on this line, and you can see they're both over here, not that one there. It goes to the nuclear power station, but this one here, that's sitting on the drone port while there's one waiting. Now he's got rubber to deliver and pick up some batteries. This one's got batteries, but he's waiting for the rubber to get used. There's the rubber on the belt there. That's coming down here into this reservoir here. And it's all full because there's only one machine using the rubber. That's this one, making the cooling systems. And we seem to be short on heat sinks. So where are all the heat sinks going? Well, a lot of them come up here and go to this drone port. As you can see, there's a bunch here waiting to go outgoing to the nuclear power station, but there's none coming in. Well, there's one coming in. He went up to the transport. The next one will come down here. So I haven't got enough. Not making enough heat sinks. There's only one machine here making heat sinks. And that's this one here. It's running at 250%. Supposed to be making nearly 19 a minute, but why is it waiting? It's waiting on sheet. Ah, I see. It's waiting on sheet, on copper sheet. Well, we've got plenty of copper sheet here, haven't we? Yeah, got tons of copper sheet. This is making 25 a minute at 250%. And this one's 56 a minute. So there you go. There's no room to put another machine in. We've maxed out on our copper sheet. So instead of bringing the copper sheet over from the main factory, what I did, I chose to make it here by just bringing the copper ingots over from the copper mine on the other side of the factory over there. And now I'm not making enough. Well, to remedy that, what I need is a belt to bring the heat sinks over from the main factory, because I know I was making them over there initially. Heat sinks. Heat sinks right here. We're not getting enough aluminium sheet. What's the story there? Here they come. It's using copper sheet as well, but there's plenty of copper sheet here to make the heat sinks. I'm only making them at 100%, but our aluminium sheets disappeared. We can't even run it at 100% at 7.5 a minute. And where are they going, you might ask? Well, supposedly they're going into here, coming out of there, going into there, but that's empty. And then from there, they go up and down. So something downstairs is using them, and something upstairs is using them. But we've got to get our aluminium sheet working. And that's coming by conveyor belt from the aluminium factory. So why aren't we getting aluminium sheet? We've got plenty of product. We've got aluminium ingots, copper ingots, aluminium sheet. Plenty of supply. Working at 100%, it's not fast enough. Now they're piling up to go over to the heatsink making over there, but they're not making the trip across. They're coming down here and along here. So we're finally using a lot of aluminium sheet, and it's coming along here. Some of it goes to the factory, and some's coming over to the. I see. To here. So the store horse is coming over to collect these to put them into storage. Well, don't really need to send them to storage if we need them. So let's have a talk to the store horse. And he's stopping here at the aluminium. To load the aluminium sheet. So he goes from the stores over to the dock, and he goes to the aluminium, and he goes back to the storehouse, and he goes to the sink. So anything he's got too much of, he sinks. So what's he sinking? Aluminium sheet. Brilliant. That's the bauxite train. So we can do one of two things. We can not sink the aluminium, or we could just stop it coming here. Maybe I'll just stop and go to the sink for a bit. So the sink. We'll take that out and that out. So he just takes one trip. Well, we'd have to take that out too, wouldn't we? He's picking up stuff from the dock. We'll do that for a while, see how that goes. What's he picking up from the dock? Encased beams, computers, pressure cubes, thermal propulsion rockets. Okay, they're all going to storage, and we're not sinking any of that. We can if you want to. We can have him take that over to the sink in the nitric acid factory, but we won't do that. So now by doing that, we'll just check these. Yes. This will fill up with aluminium sheet, and then we'll get more going over to make the heat sinks. So I'll just use a freight platform with storage to... I've got all this here, but don't really need it all. I was making so much aluminium at the beginning that I just had to keep storing it until I built the main external storage. I could probably get rid of a lot of this. Some come out of here, they go to heat sinks that way, the others go to the station and the main factory there. I could wind that up, make a few more. Got plenty of product at the moment. But where you steal from one place, you rob from another, so I'd like to get rid of this. That one there is making aluminium sheet as well. And that one on top is just bottle storage. If I need any packaged nitrogen gas. I've forgotten how this all fits together. That one goes into there, and I think it goes around there into the bottom one, and it jumps up there into the top one, and it comes around there into this top one, and it goes around there into that top one, and it goes around there into that top one, which is a bit of a waste, really, isn't it? We could circumvent all that. Could get rid of that one and that one. Just have it go from here to here, out of there, into there. Now we've got one supplying aluminium sheet to the platform and the main factory, and we've got the other one supplying aluminium sheet to the heatsink over there. But they are accumulating in this one. How are they coming out of here? They're coming out of their equal rate. Looks like it. Coming out of here. We could come out of there and forget that and that and go straight into there. I'm going to try and get rid of this double decker here. Seems as though we've got to get up into that one. Why don't we just go into that one? Hello? Mr. Reedster. What do you mean, scam? What scam? Who am I scamming? Who's scamming me? Explain yourself, young person. Oh, you're not... Oh, Damn. Thanks for that. I forgot to change. Forgot to change the description. You're right, it is a scam. You came here to watch World of Tanks and all you're getting is some aluminium sheets running around conveyor belts. What a disappointment. I could play some tanks, but you wouldn't like it. You do want to see Satisfactory. You never know, you might want to play Satisfactory at some stage. Just let me change the... where is it go? Change the description. Edit stream info. Why do I always forget this one? I was playing World of Tanks last night, so I always play late at night and I forget to change it over in the morning. Change that. Does it change it on the actual feed that's running at the moment? Yeah, it's changed it now, I think. I don't know if it probably can't change it on the recording because it's already recorded for 54 minutes. It'll have World of Tanks on it, I suppose. If we look at the replay, I don't know how that works. Anyway, you want to see Satisfactory. What do you want to see in Satisfactory? Anything in particular? I've got it all. And I'm just playing with it at the moment. Do you want to see mining? Do you want to see manufacturing? Do you want to see vehicles? Trains? Want to go for a train ride? You want to go to the nuclear power station? I got it all. I've even got a big glass bubble, which is an excuse to put an elevator in it. That's the only reason I built that, was to... Well, I'll show you my world from the top of that bubble. How's that? And we have a hyper tube, just to duck over the railway lines, so we don't have to sort of get run over by a train. And this is the only mod I have in this game. You can mod games, as you probably know. And this is the only mod I have, and it's the elevator, because I love it. Look at that. Going up. Each one of these stops is like about 3 floors. And you can go out and have a look. And you can see my world. I'll explain it more when I get to the top. Love my elevators. Let's see, level number... What am I doing? Get out of it. You need that mod. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I saw someone had one on it. I've got to have that. Going up. This is my sort of function area. Well, I passed it. And this is the glass bubble. Oops, can't go that way. And there you can see my world from up here. Nuclear power station over there by the waterfall. Waste storage below the waterfall. Uranium waste processing there. External storage. Batteries. 5,000 megawatts of battery storage. There's an iron, reinforced iron plate factory there that makes something else as well, which I can't remember. Get all my water from this puddle here. Sulfuric acid factory. And I can't quite see the other bit. There's a nitric acid factory just down there. Oh, there's a hole in my wall. And aluminium factory. Main factory is the blue one. You make everything in there, but not in great quantities because it's only 7 floors high, but it makes a bit of everything. And now I'm building external factories to supply large amounts of product. Like I've got a sulfur mine and black powder factory up there. No, I'm playing multi, but there's nobody on at the moment but me. I have an AI factory way over there somewhere. Plastic and rubber down there in the pit. I've got a crystal oscillator factory in the Dune Desert. I've got a motor factory in the Rocky Desert. Extra plastic built over on the ocean over there. Trains going everywhere. Busy, busy. Oh, Thoris, yes, yeah. Well, he's has access to my world. He's sitting over on the battlements over there. The last time I saw him, drinking coffee. So I'm in the south, and I'm in grasslands, if that means anything to you. The grasslands. This is the glass bubble. I built this glass bubble just to run the elevator up. Because as I said, the elevators are not moving. Oh, I'm already there, ground floor. wrong direction. Grasslands, yeah, it's where the beginners start. Because this is my first run, and it's going to be my last. I'm not one that repeats things I do. I hate it. Even in real life, I hate having to go back and do something again. So I sit here, run around, fix products that aren't working properly, fix trains when they crash. I only use a single line railway system, so that happens a lot. It's starting to get dark. Now why is this stopped? See, I come here and I find the fused modular frames aren't being made because we're short of aluminium casings. Now, I thought I fixed this the other day. There's no aluminium casings coming out of here fast enough because the product, turn my light on, is not coming through quick enough. Why isn't it coming through quick enough? Because these are sort of on standby, and that's because they've got too much water to get rid of. Now the alumina solution that comes from the bauxite mine, that comes here to run this refinery and make aluminium, has a water output. So I've got to get rid of the water. And the water comes down these pipes, and I needed water in here for my cooling systems. I needed 5 cubic meters of water. But that's not enough. And this line here goes to the nitrogen gas factory to make nitric acid. And this is almost full of water here too. Got a valve here. But that doesn't appear to be a problem because there's plenty of water on that side as well. And water comes or goes that way as well to make sulfuric acid. So over here, plenty of water. So that's what's happening. Not getting rid of the water fast enough. Now I'm getting rid of the water is I'm packaging it up here and sending it back to the bauxite mine to use to make the alumina solution. You have like a book or write everything down or just guessing? I'm just guessing. People who write everything down tend to get everything working and then go, right, it's all working, look at that, I'm making a million things a minute, and then they go off and do something else. Well, there's no guarantee that million things is going to keep going because, well, you know, storage fills up, all sorts of stuff. So they sink it. So what's the point of making a million of something if you just sink it all? I don't understand that. But anyway. So I make cycling systems where the alumina solution comes down from the bauxite mine, it's used in making the aluminium, and then the water is sent back up to the bauxite mine to make more alumina solution. And that's where this occurs. So this isn't processing enough water, it's not sending enough water up to the bauxite mine. I'm hesitant to do this because the pole's up at the other end, but let's say we bump it up to about 175. Oop, can't get it right on. And just because I'm guessing, come on, 75 please. I'll wait and see what happens. And if that doesn't work, I'll try something else. Now that's starting to function again now. You can see it pulsing as a little bit more water is being used, and really hasn't helped that much. We're getting one working at a time, which is not very good. Now there's one way you can do a temporary is to just flush the pipe, and that usually helps. There's two going now, but that's just a temporary solution. The idea is to get rid of this water on a regular basis, and you just can't turn the tap on and drain it down the creek. It just doesn't work that way. So the water that comes in here, and I think I've got that turned off. Yeah, that's turned off. Going to the machine making the sulfuric acid, it takes water. But unfortunately, the batteries that take the sulfuric acid output water. Oh, dear. So we've got our battery making, and it's stopped because it doesn't have enough. Doesn't have. Now I see the problem. See this? That is not sulfur. Sulfur train just left, and somehow or other it's got itself all confused, and it's put black powder in the platform where the sulfur goes. Look at this. See the sulfur there? It's supposed to put, and I don't know why it does this. See, it's put sulfur in the black powder one, and the black powder is moved up to this freight platform, and there's some in there as well. I don't understand this. For the nitric acid train to take it up to the east where it's turned into smokeless powder for ammunition. Dear oh dear. So that should be all black powder. This should be all sulfur, which is how I decreed it. And there shouldn't be any sulfur in there. So somebody's got confused, and because this is experimental, it's probably Fix-It been fiddling. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Because these trains have been running for 6 months now, close to 6 months. And just every now and again, they just do silly things. Take that out of there. So this is what you've got to watch out for when you're managing a factory, because this is what happens. Oh, that can go in there. Now that should be feeding into there as it is, filling that up. We can take that out of there. That must have been on the belt. All right, so that's fine now, that'll fill up. And the problem is I've got all this. And then there's a whole bunch of it on the belt going all the way up. Now this has happened before, so it's not new. And I've checked and checked, and there's no reason why it should happen, but it does. So now you can put some of that in there. This is still filling up. I'll fill you up. Okay, that stopped. Put this in here. Now that's full. So I've got 2 left over. 200 left over. But I've got all this on the belt, so I've got to get rid of that. Get the sulfur coming through so that the sulfuric acid is being made. Because if I don't make sulfuric acid, the nuclear power station will stop. Now you can see that the black powder's not going to the sulfur machine because I've got a smart splitter there bleeding it off here, but look, see, it's filled it all up. So much black powder's come down there where it shouldn't. No black powder should enter this. And now the sulfur's going through. No black powder should come here at all. But it does. The only reason it comes here, as I said, is to be transferred up to the east on another train that picks it up. And once we start getting the sulfur going again, the batteries will start. See, the batteries are being made now. Who's that? I hear a train. Not here. And I've got all these. Any batteries in there? Yeah, there's plenty of batteries. What have I got in there? More. This has been happening over a period of time. Got more black powder, and I can poke a stick at. Who's that? Oh, it's a bauxite train bringing the alumina solution down. So the idea is to get these 4 refineries working at normal rates so that I get my aluminium casings so that they come here and make the fused modular frames. So this is all the little bits of finicky things you've got to do. Now, why haven't I got any? Oh, look at that. There's black powder on that belt. So the sulfur train's been spewing stuff into here as well. It's not even, no, it stops here to pick up coal, that's all. These should be empty canisters, and there isn't any. And that should be full. It is. But somehow, some of these little critters got in here. I don't think I've got any room at the moment. There's a sink over here. on standby just for such an occasion. So sometimes, you know, you're building stuff, and other times you're keeping other stuff going. Now, look at that. That's wicked. These have plugged up the system. Hang on. Why can't I pick them up? There we go. There we go. Now we've got our bottles, which are supposed to go in here. But the thing is, you can't get these ones out. The only way you can get them out, delete the belt, which is a stupid way of doing things. Now it's working again. And these are full bottles of nitrogen gas from the east. And as you can see here, the bottles are going back to be refilled. You know, waste not, want not. So this machine's taken the nitrogen, it's an unpackager, and it's unpackaging the nitrogen gas from the bottles, sending the empty bottles. Okay, so we're getting our we're starting to get a few aluminium casings, but we're still not getting enough. You should have 100 in there. They're supposed to come out of here, I think. No, that's a cooling system. They come up here and they go down that belt there to the main factory, and they're very slow. One and a half a minute when it's functioning. We're up to 62, 63. We need to get to 100. So these machines have to take the aluminium ingots and turn them into casings, but we're not getting enough of the aluminium ingot. And that's because we've got too much water. Bauxite train's back. He picks up the empties and the fulls. Empty and fulls go up of water. Empty canisters and full bottles of water to the bauxite mine, and it brings back the alumina solution, which should come out of there. There it goes, and also silica. So I've only got that much. Got plenty of alumina solution. Not a lot of silica, but the quartz train brings silica down as well. So now that's working. What's that? Is that? That's the alumina solution coming through here. Oh, that goes into there because it's used there as well. So, yeah, alumina solution. It's used here as well to make the batteries. So we're making our batteries now because we've got rid of that extra water that was clogging up the system we couldn't get rid of. We've accumulated a packaged nitrogen gas bottle, so we have to get rid of that. Don't want to carry that around. Just taking up space. And what I might do Let's grab some more of these. Get rid of them. The next time the train puts stuff in the wrong place. Now I really got to grab hold of the sulfur train, have a look and see what he's got in his wagons, because he's got a mixture of bits and pieces. I wonder where he is. Let's have a look. He lives, where does he live? Around here somewhere. He lives there, and he's in his station at the moment. So I should go and check that and make sure that he's probably got mixed up at some stage. He's only supposed to go up. From there, he's supposed to come down here and back up again without going around any circles or anything, so that he gets the wrong things in the wrong bins. But sometimes strange things happen, and they go around a circle somewhere and end up backwards. And then the wrong product gets in the wrong wagon. Oh, Pando can eat. If you buy some avocados there, well, you have to buy them, but you can treat him for 100 avocados. There we go, see? Not hungry anymore. It's a bite, yeah. What do you think he was? Just a little furry friend. Oh look, there's your buddy, right there. Am I standing on it? Why can't I select it? How would I know? There it is, Athorus, or Athorus. What do? Blow him up? I wouldn't do that. I know he was driving my Explorer around the vehicle because it's parked. It's not parked where I usually park it. I mistakenly showed him where all my materials are, and now he just helps himself. We're heading up to the sulfur mine and storage and manufacturing all in one building. Place a sign with funny text. There's my allium. I will when I go down. It's my sulfur factory, and there's a miner over here where I get my sulfur out of the ground, and it goes into there, and it's got its own station. The main line goes right past it. So you can come here if you're Atheros, and you can get your turbo fuel. Just help yourself. Or your black powder if you want it, or some nobelisks. Got 50. Oh no, the train's leaving. No. Damn it. I missed it. Well, I'll go and check the freight wagons and freight platform, make sure they got the right things in them while he's away. So we've got coal in there, that's correct. Got black powder in there, that's all right. You can see it's been replenished because it's made here. Should have sulfur in this one, which we have got. And then he brings up the steel pipes from the main factory to make the nobelisks. So the black powder and the steel come in here to make the nobelisks, and the coal and the sulfur come in here to make the black powder. And upstairs there's a station at the back, and it converts the coal to compacted coal, and then that how do I get upstairs? I can't remember. There's stairs here somewhere. This is the main storage for sulfur. All that sulfur. But over the back is where the turbo fuel is made. So in here we've got a machine that takes fuel from the west. The plastic train brings fuel over plus plastic, puts the plastic in the main factory, brings fuel up here, and here it's combined with the coal and it makes turbo fuel. And then there's a drone here that takes the turbo fuel back to the main factory so I can use it. AC1234 TV. Fancy dropping in? You must have finished your 25-hour stream. I was watching you yesterday. This boy just never knows when to turn it off. The Stream Raider King. Is my train back yet? I want to see what he's got in his wagons. Here he comes. Right on schedule. Now, if he's got wrong things in these freight wagons, then he's just deposited a whole bunch of junk somewhere in the wrong place. He's got a very busy schedule, as you can see. He goes to all these places because sulfur is needed everywhere. Is he loaded up? Oh, he's taken coal. That's all right. So it's turned off. Okay, let's have a look. You're grinding, you know how it goes. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so we've got. That's like. Got to be careful you don't pick the wrong thing. There's still pipes in there. That's okay. And there's sulfur in there where it's supposed to be, no problem yet. Black powder in there, no problem. And coal in there, so it seems to have sorted itself out. Because usually when it gets things in the wrong place, it's because the train's coming backwards. But it seems to have fixed itself. All right, well, I'm not going to worry about something that I can do nothing about. better turn the train back on. Which means he'll leave. Oh, he can give me a lift back to the... I don't know where he's going. Where is he going? Oh, I don't want to go to nuclear. Oh, I can go to nuclear. Check it out. He takes sulfur to the nuclear power station. It's used for making more sulfuric acid. I do bring sulfuric acid up in a tanker for waste processing, but I don't use that sulfuric acid in the main reactors themselves. When I set it up originally, sulfur came from the sulfur mine. There's actually 3 stations coming to here. One on the dock and 2 into the processing. So, highly radioactive here. You can see the radiation levels near maximum. He's not doing anything. Everything must be full. Okay, see you later. Yep, encased beams go onto the dock. Look at this. Look, sulfur in where the uranium goes. See, he has been misbehaving because sulfur goes up here. And I've got more sulfur now that I can poke a stick at. Well, the only trouble is that what'll happen is the sulfur coming from here where it wants uranium, you see, it's not going down the belt. So it's not being processed. Nah. Let's turn the sink on. Oh, it's full. It's full. Oh, anyway, there goes there goes uranium. Because uranium goes into here, and it hasn't been making the encased uranium cells. See, lucky I came over. And that's because the sulfur train's fouled up. Got things on the wrong belts. Okay. Get rid of this. And we've still got more, but let's just keep the uranium flowing. While we get rid of this stuff. Now, I originally had this problem ages ago, and I put in a smart splitter down here, which will take any, where is it? This. It'll take sulfur if it gets in the wrong place, send it to the sink. But because the sink was turned off, it clogged up the belt. What I should do in here is, what can you select? Any undefined. What does that mean? Yeah, well, just show you a quick story of how to keep a factory running. I'm not building much these days, but I'm certainly having problems every day. Does any undefined mean anything other than uranium? Because anything that comes in here that's not uranium, I just want to get rid of, because I only want uranium in here. See, there's more sulfur coming down now. See, it's going into the sink. maybe. Mr. Reedster? You're correct, maybe. You know, if I needed that sulfur, I'd stick it in that bin there, but I don't. So let's just leave the sink on, shall we? I'm sick of things clogging my belts, things that aren't supposed to be there. May have to do this in other places too, because it's just where there's a problem. Sometimes wrong things get in this one, and I don't know how. Didn't finish checking these. We still haven't got the rest of this out. Okay, we still got, well, we can put that in there. That's where it's supposed to go. Can you hear the hatchet bugs? There's a hatcher underneath the station, and I can hear them in the vents, but they can't get out. I used to go down there and kill the hatcher, but he just respawns. So, yeah, they can just stay there. Now, how's our sink going? Get rid of that. Now we should sort that out. Now, let's go over into the nuclear reactors and see what they're doing. Now this is a plutonium reactor, and it's got 14 rods, so that's okay. I don't really want that many, but yeah, they respawn. Yeah. Not always, it's really weird. Some don't. Some that I've gotten rid of ages ago just haven't come back, but that one under my building does come back. It's got 15, that's all right. And there's one under the waste processing plant as well. And the problem with the one under the waste processing is the bees get out through the wall. And so I go in there to fix something that's an emergency, and I've got to deal with all these bugs biting me. 23 fuel rods in there. It's too many. It means I'm producing too many uranium fuel rods. That's what it means. Now the easy fix for this is to burn them faster. It's 20 in there, 21 in there, so I'm up to 149%. So I only move it up 1% at a time, because that's 4% overall. There's 4 uranium reactors, so that's another 4%. I've yet over all these months to get this to stabilise, but as long as it's overproducing, it's okay. When it's under, you have problems. Now the waste, you can see the waste coming down here, that's from 2 reactors, and I've got 4. So you can see how many are going down there. Quite a few. If I was storing those, I'd fill up my storage real fast. So what I do is I send it over to another factory where they make the bits that go together to make the plutonium rods, and then I burn the plutonium rods here. So that all I end up is with plutonium waste, and I'm going to put that up to 140. That's 3,500. 140. Now you can see all the uranium waste, and you get 100 of those in a large storage unit. But if you go and look and see how much plutonium waste you get, of course this is half the amount because there's only 2. These are all the water pumps, or water extractors as they call them, to keep the nucleus cool. You'll see that this is the waste from 2. You saw how many were 4 uraniums. There's one. That's from one of them. So what I'm pointing at is you don't get a lot of plutonium waste, not as much. And you can only store 100 uraniums in a storage cell, whatever you'd like to call it. But plutonium, you can store 500 in the same space. She is sponsored to troll authors when you want to. Thanks. Yeah, so down here is where the plutonium waste is stored. And I built it big enough so it'll last for quite a while. As you can see, it's empty. And whoops. That's because they all go down to this level, underneath the waterfall. And I've got room to build another level if I want. And as you can see, in about 4 months now that this nuclear power station's been running, I've got 1 full, 2 full, 3 full, and I'm filling up the 4th one. So you get 500 in there, where if I was storing uranium, I'd only be storing 100. So 4 in 4 months, it's 1 a month. And as you can see, I've got lots of storage units. I can build out the back over the void if I want, build another level down, probably build 2 levels down if I need the space. Now what do most people do? I don't know what most people do, but some sink the plutonium rods, because while you can't sink uranium rods, you can sink plutonium rods. So instead of storing this waste, they don't have the nuclear plutonium stations, and they just take the rods that they make and sink them. Probably get a good price. But I thought, yeah, why not balance it out and make half again power, because it's 3,500 per unit. So I'm basically running 2 extra nuclear reactors for the price of 4. Running 6 for the price of 4. I mean, 2 extras, yeah. 4 make the waste, and 2 live on it. Okay, so over here is where all these waste canisters go. And there's plenty of them. And out come these plutonium cells. And those plutonium cells are manufactured on the dock over down here to make the rods. And to make the rods I need heat sinks. And the drone brings them over from the aluminium factory. So that's how it works. I hope I've explained that. Nuclear waste processing. Back. This is nuclear waste processing here. So we've got, I just got to check see if there's a hatcher here. I put a glass floor in so I can see if he's there, but he's not there. That's all right. So the nuclear waste comes in here and we'll store in there if something happens. And it comes down here into this, which is, oh, not into that one, into this one. Combined with those 3 other products, acids, silica, and it makes non-fissile uranium and outputs water. That's why there's a water pipe there. That water goes back to the dock, and the non-fissile comes through here as a buffer. It can build up if things go awry, and they go upstairs. Before I go upstairs, I'll just check the station here to make sure it's getting its sulfuric acid, because it was off for a bit, if you remember. Silica, almost full with nitric acid. And what do we got? Oh, that's okay. These are not indicating correctly. They're showing me about half full, but there's more than half. It's 22 out of 24. Don't know why that is. And the other station here brings the concrete over from the main factory and the steel beams for the rest of the processing. And that's done up here. Where this particle accelerator takes the non-fissile and some of the uranium waste, grinds it all up, and it comes back as plutonium pellets, which are combined with concrete to make the plutonium cells, which you saw just a minute ago going down to the dock to make the plutonium pellets, plutonium rods. So that's how it works. All these trains bringing product in and so forth to make all this run. It's quite complicated, and things can go wrong. As you saw, there was sulfur in where the uranium should have been. And I've got 115 filters left. You made a notice here on the left, the bottom, it says 115. They're iodine infused filters that I make in the main factory. They go in the gas mask that I'm carrying on me. You can see here, head, got the gas mask on, and if I'm carrying the filters, it will use them. I've got a hover pack. I've got blade runners for cushioning my feet. I've got a hazmat suit so I can be in here. Need two things to be in a nuclear area: a hazmat suit and an iodine infused filter in a gas mask. And I'm carrying these things: pale berries, a chainsaw, a gold cup, candy cane basher, I don't know why, a grenade detonator, and a rifle. All right, well that's basically how the uranium power station works. And when things go awry, they just stop running. That's why I've got 5,000 megawatts of backup batteries to hold it over till I can get back and fix whatever the problem is. Now there's a bug in the game here that sometimes the radiation doesn't turn off when I leave the area. Sitting at 113, when I get into this building it should be off. It's off, okay. I don't know why, bug just seems to come back and forth. This is my main storage. Store horse brings the things I want to store here. And there's some mergers and splitters and things to send them to the right places. And then there's another level up here for more. And that's where you get your computers. What are they doing up here? Encased beams. It's interesting. Why have I got computers up here? That should be what it says on the sign, aluminium sheet. So how did computers get in here? I can see I'm going to have to put filters on the inputs. There's all the aluminium sheet. Look at it all. But somehow or other, computers got in here. They should be low on the lower floor. Oh dear, a lot of them too, look. Wow. sure computers aren't supposed to be here. Well, one of them's not supposed to be here. No, can't get through there. Computers aren't supposed to be here. What's in here? Compressor cubes and thermal propulsion rockets. I don't think so somehow. What have I done here? There's pressure cubes there. Oh, I see. And now computers are getting into the wrong spot. Straight ahead. All right. I want to get rid of the computers, don't I? Because they're not supposed to be here. They'll never get down there to the lower level because only aluminium goes down there. See, there's aluminium now going. Oh, so there wasn't so many. However, you can see the computers down there. Oh, it's not that many. I can handle them. Fixed. Now, where's the end of the line? Computers everywhere. Here. See, you got to look at things. Otherwise, crazy things go on. This is my first view of my factory from a height when I built this. And that was probably when my factory over there was only about 4 or 5 floors high. Now it's 7. Then I built that just so I could put my elevator in it. The elevator will go up 50 floors. And you can have any distance between the floors, so that could go up as high as the elevator, the Space Needle. Oh, not quite. Okay, so we've got all this. The aluminium sheet's moving again. It's just in short storage. The train's not going to take it to the sink anymore because I changed that. Various. Not various anymore, is it? Can't remember. Now I've got to go up to my remote motor factory because I haven't put a roof on 2 of the buildings yet. I know that's boring to watch, but I'll make a start on it, and I just want to make sure that everything's working over there. So, what am I carrying? I don't need to take. Got more wood. Where did I get that from? Just store that in here for the time being. Wood. Where's the wood? Oh, here. still got 113. That's all right. That'll do me for a bit. Yeah, when you go around, you find all these things that have gone wrong. That's for sure. We were going to put a funny message next to Atheros, weren't we? Now I left myself a note here. Steel beams. I've only got a few steel beams. I've got all this aluminium. I don't need aluminium. I can get rid of one of those. Where is it? 8's not worth storing. Don't want that bottle. Don't really need to keep 5 turbo thingies. I've got 11 fireworks now. Don't need all those. I've only got 1 power shard left. It's a worry. Alright, I need some steel beams. They're downstairs. Where are the steel beams? I think they're over the back here. Steel beams, yeah. This is my central storage. That'll get the steel beam machines going. I got elevators everywhere. I love it. Now we'll take a train ride over to the motor factory. I have a train at my disposal because I'm the boss. Now before we do anything, let's see if I can get out of here. Nope, that tube always catches me. Now what are we going to do here? Mr. Reedster? Can we put a sign up that says Reedster was here? You know him better than I do. Do we want a large sign? Really large. Big, yeah, like that. That's big. And what are we going to write on it? Oops, spelled Atheros wrong. Oh, I did it again. You think you'll get the message? Oh, what'd you say? Hang on a sec. maybe we'll think of something later on. Anyway, got to catch the train. And the red Explorer is ready to go. I think I should put some. So I've only got one steel beam there. Throw another one in there. Well, all those who've just recently joined, welcome. We're leaving the main factory on the grasslands over there, and we're going over to the remote motor factory that I recently built to make a few more motors. The factory makes motors, but I'm going to make a few more over there because the place was just so suitable for making motors. There was a coal node there. There's an iron node, multiple iron nodes, and there was a copper node, so perfect for making motors. Unfortunately, we've got to go halfway around the world. That's us in the green there. The main factory's down here. We've got to go over here to the motor factory. And I've got a remote, where is it? Crystal oscillator factory up there, which is making crystal oscillators. Throat's dry, I'm talking too much. Getting a bit foggy. So this train I'm riding is my Explorer train, where I take that everywhere. I've got all my building materials and the two wagons there that I need to build new track, new power lines, new foundations, all the stuff I need. Can't carry. It's very handy. Branch off here. And up ahead's this one in front of us is the actual motor factory itself, where the stators and rotors are joined together to make the motors. Yes, I am in Sydney, Australia, on the east coast. Now this station is serviced by the motor train, so what I shall do is move it out of the way in case that train comes up and smashes into the back of me. So I've just added this extension here. So that won't happen. Yeah, it's getting dark. You can see the stars are coming out. So are the spiders. I don't have a necrophobia turned on. like to kill everything myself. Ooh. I've got a fountain in my factory. I haven't put lights in yet. I thought I'd have a spa, warm my feet. But apparently it's got a glass lid or something because you can't get in it. Oh, what's that remind you of? And there's another one over here, but it's on a lower level, so it's a bit of a mash-up. But it's the same problem. I don't know if it's iced over or what, but you can't soak your weary feet. There's not even any fish in there. When are they going to introduce fish? That looks a bit... Oh, right in my face. National Geographic. Yeah, so anyway, I've only got 4 assemblers here making motors. The stators come from the rotors come from the metal factory, and the stators come from the copper factory. And I've got my own rock garden. And then the motors go back on this belt, and they go into the freight platform where the train comes and picks them up. Should put some lights in. I don't think you can put lights. I've had this problem before. You can't put lights on the roof. In fact, that one, I put that floodlight in, but it's not pointing in the right direction. Apparently you can tilt these things. I didn't know that, but how do I select it? Can't select it. I've seen people tilting them. Maybe you got to tilt it when you build it. There seems to be no adjustments after it's in place. Well, I've got a roof, but the lights won't go on the roof. You need to... I could put... I suppose I could put foundations up there and put them on that. See, it won't go on. Tried it before. But I could put a row of foundations, I suppose. It's like fuzz. But this thing here, I wanted to point it at the water, and it's not quite doing it. Let's see if you can adjust it while you're building it. Wall mounted. Now the power comes from there, and that's too high. We'll put it on there, I suppose. I don't know how they tilt it. Maybe they've got a mod. Because I can't tilt it. What a bummer. Yeah, it might be a mod. Well, if I put that there, where's the rest of that rod gone? It's in midair. Must snap to the wall. See, I can't even put it on there. Oh, I can put it there. Place that thing down. It's a bit further out because it's on that rod. I have to put one up the other end. And I didn't finish this because there's a rod that joins on there, And this one's got to join on. Always finds things you haven't finished. Hello? Ugh, get out of it. Well, that'll look on there. I mean, you've got to make it look as though it's structurally sound. You don't like things floating in midair. Now, where's that one there? Where's the middle? So that's not quite the middle, is it? Anyway, we'll put it in there. Put it there. How did I get it on there before? Got it on the other one. It's not going to go on this one. Went on the other one. That's weird, isn't it? I got it on the other one, I can't get it on this one. Ah, there it is. Close enough. Oh, we've got a bit of light in here. This is the lighting panel. What's a good colour? Green? Oh, it's gone off. It's a bit gross, isn't it? Yeah, I got one, yeah. I don't know if green is sort of... These are too harsh, aren't they? See, when you hook on a new light, it doesn't take on the colour. It's getting its power from here, but it's white. It's still white. Really? Oh, you've got to change it to another colour. Now it's all white. Now it's green. Is it still? Yeah, it's still at 16%. You know what some people do, and I've done it before, but it's hard to do it. Is you get a not a display sign. You get a label sign, and you stick it there. And then you can change the colour. Is that white or black? I think that's black, that's white. It's red. Make it glossy. And you have a light. No, that's not, that light's not making that look nice. It's the sunlight coming through the windows. Because it's daytime. I thought, wow, one little light did that, but no. Anyway, you get my idea. I've seen people do that. Like Dragon Wind, he does that with creative lighting. But that's just the sun coming in, it's because it's daytime. No train. And you know, there, down the bottom there's a pet cafe. You've seen the pet cafe? I don't know if this trash, fat fizzy and trash taco works, because it doesn't work for me. It just says something went wrong. Red, you want to try picking one of those? Oh, they're bits, aren't they? No, don't worry. You've got to buy bits. I forgot. It's probably why it doesn't work for me. I don't have any bits. But you can press the rubbish bin. And it goes through. Here's a raccoon. Although Australia doesn't have raccoons, but anyway. And he usually climbs into the rubbish bin. But he's not going to do it today. Sometimes things just don't work. Weird. There's the other one. Pet me. Nothing's working for me today. You can feed him avocados. But I don't seem to be able to do that either. Nope. Where's the sound? Hello? Yeah, it's delicious. He's eating my thing. But where's the sound from the sound alerts? I hear the other day. Oh, what was that? No? I should be able to click the sound alerts. There's the pictures there, but there's no sound. Sound alerts button is on. Fader's up. Now that's not working either. Wow. They think for 2 seconds and nothing works. Streamlabs keeps coming up saying it's not working. Just do not understand. It says complete the setup. There's nothing to set up. It constantly says complete the setup. Ginfax, glad you could join us. We're having fun here, just not doing anything much because nothing's working. Okay, back to what we were doing. Been lurking because you're working, yeah. Burn in hell. Okay. But I'll get a bit heated. I like Baby Shark, but it's not playing. Oh, you can hear it, can you? When I play it? Because I can't hear a thing. Hang on. Sorry, but I didn't think it was working. I might push that button again. Why can't I hear? Oh, I've got sound turned off. Sound turned off. The ultimate earworm. It's not in my headphones, that's what it is. It's probably on the stream, but not in my headphones. What a nuisance. Sorry about that. They sharked you to death. No train coming. I wonder if the train's coming. Look at the map. That's the plastic trains leaving the plastic 2, taking the plastic down here. What's this one coming? That's train. Oh, yeah, I forgot to name that train. That's the motor train. It's going to collide with this one here. No, just missed each other. So he's coming up here. So when he gets up here, I'll give him a name. Because I give him a name, you know. Like what they're doing, plastic 2, that's the second plastic train. There's an old train that comes over here from the east. He carries plastic and rubber. This one takes nitrogen gas, brings it to the factory. This one bauxite. This one quartz. This one uranium. No, there's passing lanes so they can get past each other. I don't know why people run dual lines, because, oh, it's easier. Yeah, well, that's not the fun of the game. The fun of the game is have things crashing into one another and fixing them. It's my joy. In fact, I've got all my trains going through one tiny section at the back of the factory, and it's a maze. There's trains going through that spot constantly. Now this guy's coming up here. He's going to go up to there, and he's going to come into here, and then down there, and join me shortly. In the meantime, I must be full of motors because nothing's moving. Let's go and have a look before the train comes. Full of motors. Ready to go down to the main factory. Nothing in there yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Maybe nothing. He is coming. So it was Christmas. You know, I climbed up on that rock up there to put that up there. Radar tower. And I realised you could just put it anywhere. You don't have to put it on a high point. The circle of radius doesn't get bigger, the higher it is. So it was a waste of time going way up there. Could have put it down the base. Would have hardly changed the area at all. Looked like a cave, man. Where's my train? Oh, here it comes. Found your way here. Gotta go. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Thanks for dropping in. I stream this time Tuesdays and Thursdays, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Don't know what that is in your country. And Saturdays and Sundays. There goes some motors. That's why I moved my train, you see. How many did you get? None. Oh, you know what? Huh? Why didn't you get any? What's the story there? Load, it says. What? He didn't take any. And I was going to rename him too. It's, where is he? Is he confused? He's still going. That's me, that's him. He's still going, even though I'm saying going from the dock back here. Come back. All's forgiven. No, he's still going. Oh, actually, I've got power lines to here. Anyway, that's all right. Thanks for dropping in. Talk to you next time. Where am I? I'm hoping I'm heading towards my train. I'll have you. Oh, hatcher. Oh, that's a train over there. Another hatcher coming up. Oh, there it is. Oh, missed. Dunked my feet. I don't think I can change his name from here. Can I? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong track. No, it doesn't matter. Gotta keep to the right. Actually, I don't need to bring this back. If I can change this name here, I can do that. That's easy. And then I can just check what's in here. Oops, not in my hover pack. See, that's why he didn't pick any up. It's already full, which means that he didn't unload any at the other end. That's why. It's a bit confusing, that isn't it? But that's the dock where the motor goes, and that's where the factory is. Goodbye. God, he's gone already. Just took off, didn't say goodbye, anything, nothing. I'll pretend I'm a train. Oh, it's Mr. Bean over there. Wonder what was making that crunching sound. Strange place. What happened to my I had music. What happened to my music? Nothing's working today. Oh, goodness gracious. I wonder why it's so quiet. You know how I couldn't jump into the water in the geysers? Look at this. It's water outside, but the geysers you can't get into, but I can get into that water. Isn't that weird? So this is still for the motor, so I'm going to figure out how to use more motors. Otherwise, my train's just going to go backwards and forwards without picking anything up. And I've got an elevator with no elev in it. Ah, there it is. Now I can go up to the coal mine, which is around here, and up that giant elevator to the top where the coal mine is. Or I can go down can't hear my elevator music. God, nothing's working today. Look at that raging river. Look at all that water. It's really screaming past. Anyway. Now in here is where I make my rotors, and there's a hatcher under the floor. When he respawns. And he respawned the other day and nearly bit me to death. Somehow they get up through the grill, but doesn't look like he's here today. Now there's one Mark 1 here supplying all the iron ore, and eventually we get up here to make all the stators, and we make the steel pipe here to go over to the other factory to make the so there's the rotors and stators over the other side, but we don't have a roof on here. I don't know what that noise was for. Oh, it was the music. Oh, I see. Yeah. Pretzel Rocks puts the titles in the chat. Now, do I put a roof on like that? Ventilation. Why are the lights on? It's daytime. We've got one light on. Everybody likes glass. That's the wrong one. That one. Come on. These stinky things. What are they making? The rods or something? No. Oh, they're making the iron ingots for the steel ingots for the steel pipe. But they're not making anything because they're not using them. That's why I got to get back to the factory and start moving the motors. So this factory will come back to life. See, they're starting to build up on the belt till eventually these will stop too. I need a roof. Do something different here that'll be absolutely boring, because I don't have an imaginative bone in my body. Roof. Now, what I'm going to do is, don't want to have a tin roof because that's too hot. So we'll have a, I don't know what this is, bitumen roof, is it? Black is always good. If you believe that, I've got a bridge for sale. And an out of 2 goes there. Then we want, so where's the out of 2? That's the roof. Out of 2 can be 2. Roof 2 meter can be 1. Okay. So there's always a bit of building, no matter how hard you try not to. No, you don't. It's always fun building. That's why we play the game. We throw a 2 in here. What am I using in here to make these things? Just concrete. Oh, okay. Should have some of that. I don't like this music. And then I shall do some walls with windows in them. I don't use these ones. Is that a window? No, I need a heavy duty window. I need a factory window. One of these windows. This is a main window, this one. This is a man's window. Don't you think? Pando's hungry. You can treat him with 100 avocados, not a problem. Just build up the avocados down the bottom there on the right. When the little green thing comes up, you just get free avocados. Don't have to buy avocados. Just have to be here. And you can feed Pando. You finish eating them? Yeah. Okay, so now we've got some windowy things. And we go back to 1 again. Throw a 2 in there. Well, I meant by 2, I got it on shortcut. What I say? Beat me to it. Those green lights are still on. I must have forgot to turn it back onto night time. It's always me fiddling. Two. Then we need some more windows. Rinse and repeat. No, not that one. Rinse and repeat. This one. I think that's too much. Just didn't want all the roofs looking the same. See what that looks like. That looks stupid. That looks weird. Definitely weird. Going to do something completely different. What I'm going to do is see what this looks like. Do 1. Let me go up. Like that. What am I listening to? Poseidon's Kingdom. Well, Poseidon can go and do it somewhere else. This is a chill channel. This is going to look even weirder. What am I looking for? I'm looking for none of that. I'm looking for architecture. We're looking for inner 2. quarter to the hour already. Boy, doesn't time fly. Been streaming for over 2.25 hours, 2 3/4 hours. Time just flies when you're having fun. That must be that's an Audi. We don't want an Audi. Who's got an Audi? Put your hand up. We want an innie. Now, what sort of windows do I put in here? Oh, I've got to put another one here. We want an innie. Let's see how stupid that looks. Oh, I don't know, it doesn't look too bad, does it? Interesting. Suitable for a desert, sort of shady area. But what do we do now? That was the question. Do we put windows all around there? See what that looks like. Windows. Windows are in the wall section, aren't they? We don't want to go for those heavy ones again. We'll go for these ones, like we used before. Look at that. It fits there. Okay. That's the wrong colour, isn't it? But it's the bottom colour. See how that looks. Go before I run out of power. The further I get from the poles, the crazier it gets, and I'm out of silica. See, those lights are still on. No, I didn't put one on this side, did I? See that light over there? It doesn't even run on power. Let's turn the night light back on. There we go. Save some power. And the fungus is creeping in. Now we need silica. And we don't have any in there. Squeeze out through here, I found. Oh, but there's no way. Train's not here. Might as well gone out the door. That looks wild, doesn't it? No silica. And 400 silica. So I'm going to write on my list of things to bring back next time. Find a writing implement, a crayon or something. Silica. I cross out steel beams. And continue with my glass work. Now, go back to 2 meters, centimetre roof. Where should we put it? Come on. Come on, make up your mind. Which side? Yeah, we want a 2 there, don't we? Players in the way, that's me. Why am I brandishing a gun? A lollipop or some pale berries? Evil. Oh, we ran out of silica, didn't we? Yeah, we were putting windows in. Short-term memory is shot. This is purely decorative, it's not functional. If you call this decoration. I think it's just a waste of resources, really. But hell, I've got heaps of resources. Looks like a path there, doesn't it? You could go around that rock and you could go all the way up there. Without having to sort of climb up the craggy rocks. Or go up an elevator like there. But on the other side of that is Crater Lakes. Okay, let's go over here now and check out. Oh, I don't know. That looks a bit weird. The extra glass there looks a bit funny. That's my middle name, Funny. I could keep going up, or I could just flatten it. That's got a pointy roof. I did it again. Try that again. No, not a 1, a 2. That's right. That's not right. That's not right. That's right. No. Just an illusion. Hang on. What's going on here? Roof 2 meters. There we go. Getting dark. Spiders coming out in the dark. Now my green lights will come on. That is correct. And my station lights. I don't think the bugs can get me up here. I haven't seen any jumping spiders around here. Whoop, get too high. All right? Yeah, that's right. Nighttime in the desert. Ugh. If you've ever been out in the desert at night time, you know how I feel. What's that over there? No, it's just something orange. I thought it might have been a power slug, but I don't think it is. See over there? There's that little knob there. I think it's just the top of a rock or something. In this light, you can usually see the power slugs. I think I've collected most of them. Oh, there's one on that rock up there, look. Can you see any more? Mr. Bean, what do we say in this country? Daddy Longlegs. That ain't right. I'll press 1 first for my shortcut. How come I can hear Mr. Bean way up here? Sounds like he's in my ear. Getting there. Players in the way. I can't get any higher. What happened there? It didn't work, did it? Or did it? looks weird here. Yeah, that doesn't work. What happened there? Oh, we need two, don't we? Now, we've only got one. So we can't put two more side by side, but we can put two side by side here, there, and there. No, that doesn't work. Oh, that one was right. Just can't go there. All right. We need a roof flat. There we go. Hold on. Yeah, there's a spaceship sitting on a shoebox. You don't want to get caught under one of these things. It squishes you. It's almost death. See that? I can put lights on this ceiling because there's a roof above. It missed. Come on, I don't want the bottom one, I want the top one. Oh, I'm right here. That one. I think. Yes. That's, oh no, hang on, that's power in. Isn't it? Which is that's power in. Oh, that's power in. That's power out. That's all right. That's all right. Through the switch, I mean. That goes into there, and then this will be my lighting switch out. Not much room up here, is there? Can't get over that. They're huge, aren't they? They take up more than one square. You'd think they would have been one square, wouldn't you? They won't go anywhere there. Not easily, anyway. What's that? Oh, that's a floor hook thing. Ceiling hook. Going through the lights. That's about the only one, so. Really huge. And will that go next to it? Always hard to put lights in. You never get them straight. Come on, up please. Didn't make my ceiling high enough, did I? It's only a ceiling, it's not a work of art. Come on. Can't put this one in at all. Why is that? It's nothing to clip. Except for windows. Can't put it in at all. Well, that's no use. It's hopeless putting these lights in. I'm missing. Oh, that's why I can't put it in. I'm missing a quick wire. Why didn't you tell me? Cables going everywhere. That's weird, isn't it? I don't think there's any quick wire over here. I think it's all in the train. Oh, getting late. I have to stop soon. If I've got no quick wire, I'll have to probably stop now. Yep, got it on my list. Where's my purple crayon? Quick wire. Silica and quick wire, they're on my list. Okay, we have to head back. Motor train, bauxite train. It's okay. Where are we going? To Bottom Station. That's where we want to go. So tomorrow, but the next day, we'll be back to bring some silica and quick wire, and we'll finish the lighting. We'll do some more. Because I've just left the lights on for 2 days because I didn't turn the night light on. I don't think, did I? Doesn't matter. Not going back now. Yeah, I've got the munchies. do for a meal. So I have these are good first. Walnuts are okay though, aren't they? These are Californian walnuts. There you go. Supposed to be good for you. They've got selenium in them. In this country, our walnuts don't have selenium in them because our whole country doesn't have any selenium. So there. That's why I eat Californian walnuts, not Australian walnuts. No selenium. Only good thing to come out of California at the moment is selenium walnuts. Well, just walnuts. Living in California, you have my sympathies. And I applaud you. Live to Florida. Whoa, right in the face. Whoa, whack again. Slow down. Your whiplash. What am I doing? No, don't want that. Let me out. That's the bauxite train. That section down there, with that station, is the busiest section in the whole country. It's only short, but it's busy. I don't know what level this is. What is it? Level 4. There you go. Let's go up to the roof. That's where I live, on a penthouse. Have I got any junk to get rid of? Oh, I should have unloaded all that, shouldn't I, when I was up there? Silly Billy. Got hardly any space to take the other stuff back. I don't think anything I need to drop off, is there? None of that. I could use a couple more shards, maybe. Where are they? I know I've got 19. Running a bit low. Quick wire. I might have some in these temporary boxes here. Let's see if we've got a 10, 15, that one. Yep. Well, we'll grab 3 of those. And that'll leave me with silica. I think I've got some silica here. Don't have to go to the bauxite mine. Other one bites the dust. It's in that one. It's only 2 modular engines in there. Then that one will be gone. I've got lots of those. And those, so it'll be a while before we get through these. 50 of those, and I've got 4 here. I don't even think I need those. Let's throw those in there. And the oscillators, probably don't even need those. You wait, I take them out and then I go somewhere I need them. Well, we're pretty full up with stuff now. All right, I'm going to jump up here and I shall bid you farewell for today. We'll look at the horizon. Mount Everest over there in the background. And I think that we've done a successful day. Good stream. Well, the good stream is about to end because in about half an hour or so, I'll join my friends and stream some World of Tanks and see how we go against the people who run all the cheats and want to win the game. World of Tanks is 15-minute games. Winner takes all. Oh, not really. So the incentive in the game is to win. Some people will win at all costs, even to cheat. Which is sad. Anyway, we just play the games and we try and analyse and see if we can spot a cheater. We used to report them to Wargaming, but yeah, I don't care. So we don't even bother doing that anymore. Maybe we can shame them on our Twitch feed. No, anyway, if you're interested, book back in maybe. If not, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now. Oh, hang on. You want me to raid? Might as well. I think there's a few of you. Yeah, caps lock, that's fine. Kiddo, let's have a quick squiz. That's Australian for look. And always raid. Yes, good idea. I don't raid if I'm here on my own. Raid channel. Now, Frutchy is streaming Satisfactory. It's the only one on my list, otherwise I have to go to someone I don't know. So let's go there. She's okay. And we'll see how we go. Just waiting on the whole thing. Okay, as I said, catch you next time.